We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto District of Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Fielded in the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Wow, first play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Mike Hughes on the return. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line.
He was brought
Alden Smith there on the tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 8. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Alden Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets...
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
First and 10.
Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Running on first down is Cook, but he didn't find much there. Call it a gain of 3, second down. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs.
Brings up 2nd and 7 on the Seahawks' 19-yard line.
Second down and 7. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
The kicker,
Dalvin Cook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield. Everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's another.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a second.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And it's no good. He misses the PAT. So file that one away. Could eventually loom large here as the night progresses.
Michael Dixon to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. A 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Second and 6. Flush to his right. Complete. Jefferson to target. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. And some room to maneuver. 20. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown, Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Vikings have tied it. They can grab the lead with a PAT. And this puts them on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
Score, Vikings 14, Seahawks 13.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now Wilson on first down. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
For a Seattle Seahawks.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
With the score, Vikings 14, Seahawks 13.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. It's caught inside the 25. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett with his second TD of the game, his sixth on the year. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
The score, Seahawks 20, Vikings 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll drop to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. The gun. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Their own 34-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On first down, Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
First and 10.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. They run it with Carson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. Past the 20. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. They'll run with Cook, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They try again with Cook, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? He may try and run for this. Now the ball comes loose, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
Check 99. Check 99. Hey. Check 26. Check 26.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7.
Carson, the ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
7-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second
and we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Right there. 54. Right there.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On third down, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That gain on third down, good for 28.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing on first down, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Good for another Seahawks. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Wilson will throw again. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. To throw again is Wilson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. That, of course, all set up by the big run on the play prior. They took advantage right away with a touchdown throw.
And you mentioned advantage, probably taking advantage of their natural instinct after that previous play to be aggressive and rush towards the line of scrimmage. And instead, they were vulnerable to the pass.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Going to Stills, but this is intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at the 47-yard line.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. And sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Seahawks
coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll find his man. That's Freddie Swain. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
That's good.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First and 10 at the
So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check, check, lefty, lefty, lefty.
Back to throw here. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay, and that'll set them back 5. Well, they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Here's Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett.
Wilson's pass.
Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Brings up.
It's always interesting when you get ready for a Seattle Seahawks game because when you think of their receivers, you think of these guys going to be 6'3", 6'4", 225 pounds out on the perimeter. But Tyler Lockett, he shatters all of those thoughts. Much more like a water bug, but maybe their most trusted target downfield. Led Seattle with 1,057 yards last season, operates in the slot and outside, and is tough as any receiver in the NFL.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 38. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. They run again with Carson. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Good gain by Chris Carson. Picks up a first down, and you just have to love his running style. Talk about a straight-ahead guy, no-nonsense type of a runner. He's averaged 82 yards a game over the last 2 seasons and had 1,230 yards on the ground in 2019.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. This is caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. He got 29 yards that time.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run with Carson. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Come on, baby. I'm coming, baby. 19. Check three.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And this time he is in. Chris Carson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got to push it for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Seahawks 34, Vikings 14. Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They run it again with Cook. Cook a first down and more. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They'll roll him out right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Second and 9. Now Cook. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
2 yards.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Jefferson.
It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
The Vikings first down.
They run. Cook. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Cook, the Viking ball.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
35-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Third down. Third and long.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Vikings 14.
The Vikings on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
54, mark. Check, 54.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
A 10-yard.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. The full start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. Here's Carson. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 16 yards, a first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
Zebra. Mike 54.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. That's going to be caught. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in the game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Seahawks 41, Vikings 14. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw to Jefferson on the slant. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 17-yard line.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 18, the 40, the 20, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now Myers for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Seahawks 48, Vikings 14.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Carlos Dunlap.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run, because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Vikings.
A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Seahawks, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.